Hello, everybody. Welcome to Uncommon Analysis. I just want to take a few minutes to talk about this TikTok ban law that's going into effect. And I see a lot of people on both sides of the aisle seem to want to keep this app operational. And I'll be honest, I'm not really understanding this. I know the argument is, hey, it's censorship, it's repression, etc. Do these people even care why this app's getting banned in the first place? I mean, this app is owned, at least a large portion of this app is owned by China, okay? A company in China, and companies in China, every company in China is tied to the Chinese government, the communist Chinese government, if of any size at all. So I don't quite understand all this pushback other than political, grandstanding or wanting to pander to the people that use the app and make them feel good. This is an app literally gathering personal information about every single user. It's primarily used by young people. My take is, yes, I'm not a big fan of censorship, but I don't view it as that. This is a platform that literally exists simply to gather personal information for the Chinese government on people in the United States, most of them underage, for them to do whatever the hell they want with later. So we are looking at an application literally gathering information about our children so they can have potentially blackmail information about your kids later in life. Understand that? Our future leaders today are probably using TikTok right now. And they are probably doing things that most kids do, which are embarrassing and improper and sometimes illegal. And China is gathering all that information and sucking it up like a vacuum cleaner. So these kids grow up, they become adults, they go into whatever career they wish to go into, and now China has complete and utter blackmail ability against every single one of them. Does people not grasp this? I mean, I don't understand this. Biden isn't going to enforce it because the ban goes into effect the day before the inauguration. So Biden's going to punt the ball, which isn't really Biden. As we all know, Biden doesn't even know what day of the week it is. He never has. This entire administration has been a bald-faced lie from day one. He is a puppet. He is not making any decisions at all. So I don't understand why all these people are trying to keep the app alive. Like, if China wishes to divest, they can divest. The company ownership can divest and become a U.S.-owned company, and it would continue operation. Clearly, that's not what's going on here. I don't understand this. The threat of this app is very, very real. It's not imagined. It's not It's not, made up. This is not a good thing. Your kids use this day in and day out. I don't get TikTok. I've been on it a few times. My kids are on it. I don't gather it. I don't understand it. It seems a little crazy to me, but I know people use it. I know people make money off of it. I know personally people in my neighborhood who have very large followings on TikTok with what they do. And I feel for them. But if TikTok shuts down, guess what? They'll just pick a different app. You think these people are going to stop using social media? No, they're not. They'll pick a different app, move over to that, and that'll become the new TikTok. So this is a whole lot of crazy. In my opinion, I don't get it. The ban should go into force. And Biden, I know you're not doing anything, but the puppet handlers around you, the George Soroses of the world, and all those other idiots, this is the law. They're openly saying we're not going to enforce the law. It's insane. It's insane. This is the world we live in. We're not going to enforce the law. This was a legally passed law. This isn't some judge ruling. This isn't some edict. This was a legally passed law. Went through the whole process, went through the legislative process, went through everything it needed to do to become a law. And now they're trying to stop this. Why? Why, folks? I know. I don't get it. Sorry, I just don't. This thing should be shut down. It should have been shut down years ago. Chinese should never have been able to do what they've done with this app. No Chinese entity should be allowed to do a lot of the things they do in the United States. It's amazing how much access to the U.S. we have given the Chinese Communist government, and by way of quote unquote free markets. And I don't think most people remotely understand it. So I may be contrarian to most on this, but I say shut this fucker down. This should have been shut down a long time ago. They should have had to divest or sell this a long, long time ago. As far as I'm concerned, I'd have no problem with the United States. You know what? No, this kind of crap can't go on. You cannot be tied to Chinese military or Chinese government or China in any way, shape, or form and do these sorts of things. Sorry, you can't. You want to do them? Get out of China. It's not saying you can't have a social app. It can't saying you can't do this. Just you can't be based in China and do this and have access to the United States. All right. Well, anyway, that's my 2 cents. I'm sure I've ruffled some feathers. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day, and I am out.